Okay, so I finished my the sheath for my Chris knife, and but there's like no videos on different types of Kydex, so I decided to make one myself. Um, so there's three different grades of Kydex. There's Kydex V, Kydex T, and then Kydex 100, and it goes from worst to best in that order. Um, this is Kydex T, and this I have no idea what it is, but it feels like Kydex T. So um, let me just this is a sheath I made for. So this is a Raja 2, and it's in BD1 steel. So I made it for this. So I made a couple knives using this type of Kydex. I got like two sheets and worked with it. So the reason I looked into the grades of Kydex was because I ordered a third sheet from somebody else, and it was a green color, but it was a little bit slightly green, less green than this. And I use 0.08 thickness on the sheets I make. So I was working with it, and it just felt like spongy. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of weird. So I mean, it was like a sheet of plastic. It's rigid. You couldn't really tell the difference just from handling it. But when you work with it, just going from this to the other Kydex, there was like you could tell it was a little bit softer. Like when you grinded it, it felt softer. When I cut it with the shears I use, it felt softer. It would get white more. So I mean, I don't know if you used Kydex before, but worked with Kydex before, but basically if you cut and then the shears, if your shears are too thick, or if you cut too much with the tip, it'll leave like a white spot where it stresses the Kydex. So it would turn white a lot easier too. Just from so this type of Kydex won't turn white unless you mess up and you cut with the shears I use. Everybody uses different things, but with my shears, if I cut all the way to the tip, it would turn the Kydex white and mess it up that way. So, but this other kind would mess up a lot easier. So I'm pretty sure that was a Kydex V, and what Kydex V is it's recycled Kydex. So the recycled Kydex to make Kydex V, and overall it's just worse in everything. So it's less impact resistant. It's more flammable. What was the other one? It keeps its form less. With time, with stress, with the more stress you put on it, just from use, it'll keep its form less. It'll maintain less pressure on whatever you built. So I just want to put out this video just so that just so you don't buy Kydex V. Stay away from Kydex V is the point of this video. And so what I do now is just buy from somebody who specifically says they're selling Kydex T. I've never used Kydex 100. I can't find it. I can't find it for small pieces. I use so the thickness 0.08, but I use usually 8 inches by 12 inches or 6 inches by 12 inches. I do fixed blades a lot, so I usually use that kind of size. And the smallest I found the standard I found for Kydex 100 is 4 feet by 8 feet at an astronomical price, which if I had a business making Kydex, then yeah, that seems fine. But I don't, so maybe in the future I'll find somebody who's willing to like sell me a piece instead of some crazy huge like sheet. So well, back to this. So get somebody who specifically says they're selling Kydex T, and also I don't know if all of them have this, but mine did, and the other one I used, the other sheet I used for the Chris has this also. And when I saw it, I used it. I just like automatically decided to put it on. I mean, for it to show on the lip of the sheath. I just think it looks cool. So, focus. Okay. So it says Kydex T, and then it says made in, and the U in the USA is scratched out a bit. Just from use, and just from this the handguard just scratching that particular spot. Here's the sheath I made, but I'm gonna make a separate video on this. But I did the same thing. I don't know, that looks cool to me. See, Kydex T, made in USA, and it has all this other numbering, which I have no idea what it is. So out of all of them, if you're able to get Kydex 100, then yeah, I mean, go for it, and then let me know if it's amazing or not. But so Kydex 100 is more rigid, and that's how, I mean, the main aspects of Kydex that get bumped up is basically keeping its form. So the higher you go, it's more impact resistant. It's more like weather resistant. It's more flammable. I mean, flame resistant. It's so the higher you go, it's more it's just more just sturdier. It's just stronger. The higher you go, the stronger it is. So whole point of the video, stay away from Kydex V. Try to buy from sellers who specifically say what they're selling. And if you can find Kydex 100, let me know too, actually, where you find it. In small sheets too, actually. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, all right. Bye.